Nyasharin, and I'm grateful to be here. And I would like to talk about mental health. And before I start this, I would like to read the word in 2 Timothy 7, which says that for God has not given us the spirit of fear, but of power and love and of sound mind. 2 Timothy 1:7, it says, but God has not given us spirit of fear, but of power, of love and sound mind. So when I read this word, it encouraged me so much because I've gone through a journey that it has so much ups and downs, but one thing I know, that even after every journey, there is the end of it. After every situation, lazima itafika mwisho. Like there is an end of every situation, or there is an end, as like kuna mwanzo na kuna mwisho. That is, therefore, when I would like to speak something small. I've been living with my mom. She has been having depression, of which maybe nimeangalia, like depression most of the time it is brought by fear. So sometimes if you fear can create many things in you. Maybe you keep fearing something will happen, na kwa hivyo kwa sababu shetani amekuweka hiyo uoga ndani yako, that fear take the best part of you, and the devil will use that thing that you are feeling to torment you. So make sure, hata kama leo unasikia uoga ndani yako, don't let it torment you, don't let that thing stick in your mind, kwa sababu sometimes, to start with, my mom in 2006 she got sick. Na when she got sick, alipoenda hosi, there was nothing that was diagnosed, but she was very sick actually. And she would not work because like kila mahali alikuwa anajikuna, mwili ikaanza kutoka maji, akipimwa hana ugonjwa. And my mom got to a point of thinking that she had been wished, and that was so bad. And sometimes I usually say, if my family member back then took her to the hospital and maybe aongeleshwe na mtu ama apelekwa kwa psychologist ama anyone, maybe she would not be where she has been if they took her to the hospital, but nobody bothered. But that is not why I'm here. But one thing I know, something has been happening and God has taken me through the journey with grace. So when mom got sick, I was in class by then I was in class 8, and it happened sikupita vizuri KCSE, and I had to go back to school, and I started I went back to class 7, and I had to study class 7 to 8. I was in class 8 the second time. And then mom went to stay with my grandmother, and I was left alone for the 2 years in class 7 and class 8. And by God's grace, I got 301 marks. That is in 2008. So when mom went to stay with my grandmother, I was left alone, and I was staying alone. But when she went, things got worse because mom would see something small, because aliweka uoga ndani yake, like fear developed in her. She would see something and she would say, hii inaniloga, kwa sababu wakati alipigwa kaonekana hana ugonjwa. She started saying like she's being bewitched ama kitu amelogwa, kwa sababu wewe ukienda hosi you find out that There is no, you cannot be diagnosed with any disease, and you, what do you think you would think? Wewe utafikiria nini? But one thing I know, fear is bad, kwa sababu if first, okay, the first thing, mom got that fear like amerogwa. Hiyo ni uoga ilimwanza ndani yake, but if she never had that thing, maybe she would be okay, ama labda angefika to the point she has been in. Okay, I'm saying this to encourage someone. Ukiona mtu huko nje like she has depression or she's mentally ill, don't judge that person. And let me tell you, believe that even if she's your relative or your mother, your father, or whoever it is, one day, maybe one day she'll be well or he'll be well. Hii kitu si okay, mimi sometimes I have that faith that things work. God does everything for the glory of his name. Kwa sababu sometimes mimi I will find myself praying a lot. When I was in high school, mom got was okay, she even became very sick, like she got TB, and even after she got that TB, she became very ill, and we thought that she would die, but by the grace of God, she did not die. And let me read this word in, okay, I'm not reading, but I'll quote the Bible verse. It is John 5:1-15. It's about the man at the pool of Bethsaida. That man stayed there for 38 years. Alikuwa anataka tu aingie ndani, malaika wacha niseme na Kikuyu jua, I don't know how to say it in English or Kiswahili. You'll put it by your own, in your own words. Yani ayetagirira muraika uge mahai. I don't know, he was waiting for the angel to stir the water so that if he got in the first one, he would be healed. He stayed there kwa sababu people would come, they would got in the pool before him, and he was left there for 38 years and he never died. So one thing I would like to tell you, usidhani because you are very sick that you will die. No, you will not die. Kwa sababu mom was very ill, and by God's grace, he preserved his life. I remember in 2009, after my grandmother passed away, mom vomited blood all of that kabesen ya kuogea. But at that point, when I took her from the bed, she was losing consciousness, but I prayed to God and I told God, remember that we don't have a father. My mom is the father and he's the mother, so preserve her life. But I thank God, Mungu alisikia maombi yangu. Mom aliamka tu. I don't know how God did it, but he did it for me. That is my journey. I'm giving you part of this journey ndio ni encourage or ndio ujue God is not done with you, even if you are that sick in your bed or at home. Remember, God is watching over you. Mimi sometimes I see like God anakuweka hapo with a reason, anakupitishia mahali fulani with a reason, ndio siku moja hata wewe usimame upeane testimony. Okay, back to my story or what I was saying. Mom, she got depression, and when she got that depression, that spirit that got in her mind or in her brain igemuonyesha mimi ni mbaya and I'm her daughter, and she would not like to see me, and she would not want anything about me. She would say I'm cursed, many things. That spirit would show her that I'm bad. It's like I was not her daughter. I was nobody to her by then. And that thing ilikuwa inaniweka huzuni sana and I would pray every day, God, si uponye tu mom. God, why not heal my mom? God, why not heal her? Please heal my mom. Please. That is what I was praying every now and then. That is what was my prayer in high school. I would pray and tell God, please heal mom. Please remember her. Please remember her. That is what I was telling God every day. From form 1 up to form 4, that was my only play, kwa sababu hiyo spirit is like it was tormenting mom and it was showing her mimi si mtoto wake and I don't deserve to be there, and she would say many things. Remember, she got that depression sasa, na it started from 2-6 hapo hivyo. Sasa tumeenda to 9, mom bado sasa hiyo depression najua inaenda ikikolea. I don't know whether it was depression or I don't want to talk more about that. Lakini kitu nataka kuambia, hakuna kitu Mungu hawezi fanya. Mungu anaweza fanya kila kitu. So mama hapa amekuwa mgonjwa, hiyo leo imemuonyesha mimi si mtoto wake nini. And I remember after form 4 I went to live with my aunt, and I would tell my aunt I'm not praying God anymore kwa sababu nimekuwa nikimwomba aponye mom, he's not healing her, and that would break my heart. I'm not going to pray again, but I did not realize Mungu ni mimi amekusudia ni bebe hiyo mzigo. I did not realize that, and it happened. Sasa after nimemaliza high school to 2012 nikaondoka home, and I would not like to go back home. Sigeenda ushago kwa sababu I would imagine if mom will be there kunipigia kelele nini, sina amani. She would tell me many things, and those things would piss me off kwa sababu I did not know what to do anymore, kwa sababu I have been praying but I did not get my answers. Let me tell you, it's not good to give up on God kwa sababu he knows what he will take you through, and he knows what you'll do or what will not do. Kwa hivyo mimi ever since sasa nimekuwa from 2012 I would not go back home. If I went home I would just go for a few days and then I would come back to Nairobi, and that is how I would live my life. I happened to be in KU for in 2013 2014, though I did not complete my education. I left in that year, but sasa hiyo kitu ya kukuwa na mom ni mgonjwa, it would affect me so much, and it happened one day tena tukaanza kuishi na a cousin of mine, and again ni kama I don't know what God want with my life or with whatever I'm doing with my life. So my cousin again got sick, and I felt bad, really bad. She got that depression again, kama tu yenye mama akonayo, that is that thing ikaniweka uchungu sana, realizing how mom has been. Then I imagine my cousin is young, and then apitie safari kama ya mamangu. That was paining me so much, and I kept praying. I did not stop praying. It even got to a time when I was fasting, my uncle would say, ati wewe unafikiria Mungu anaweza ponya depression? Hiyo si kitu inaweza ponywa. Inaweza ponywa like unafikiria like okay, wacha niache kusema hayo mambo mingi, but in the process as I was praying, I would tell God, si Mungu tu you answer my prayer today like today, and I will know that you are listening to me, and I know you will do something for my mom and for my cousin. So one day as I prayed, like it was 1 p.m, I prayed. The following day, another woman friend of mine, she told me, I dreamt with your cousin, and the dream was the answer of what I was praying. So I realized God has something. So what I wanted to say about this mental health, if you have a relative who is sick, don't give up on him or her. Don't. Keep trusting on God, kwa sababu one day he'll do something you will never believe. Okay, I've been living with my mom mwenye nilikuwa naogopa sana kukaa na yeye, but today we live with her in the same house. I take care of her, and I've realized that God is doing something. God can do something. God has been doing something, kwa sababu when I took her in my house, she was very bad. She would even learn that with time Mungu amemsaidia, amesettle mawazo yake, like she cannot run away, she stays in my house, and by the glory of God, hata kama huwa ana sometimes anaongea too much or even make noise, not like before. Yeah, you know, before she would even tell me, I really regret having given birth to you, and that would pain me too much. Then anakuja tena, kwa nini hata ulizaa huyu mtoto, kwa nini sijui nini nini, like mambo mingi sana. But one thing I would like to tell you, if you have someone who is mentally ill, let me, even if it seems impossible, it is not impossible. It is not impossible before God. Maybe in the eyes of the men, it is impossible, but before the eyes of the Lord, it is possible. Let me encourage you. Wacha kuona huyo mama yako ako na mental problem. Wewe angalia Mungu. Ujue huyo Mungu atakutendea. Believe with me. I'm telling you, start believing that God will do something with that person. Whether he took drugs akakuwa puguani, whatever happened. Unajua sometimes people say mtu alilogwa, hata kama alilogwa, there is God mulia oĩ kũrogora, kwĩna Ngai ũĩ kũrogora. Koguo rĩ, please don't give up on those people who have mental problem. Keep taking care of them, love them, cherish them. Okay, si kila wakati hata kama mama yako hana mawazo mazuri ati atakuwa hapo. Sometimes I know maybe she'll pass out. Okay, sisemi ataondoka, lakini labda huyo mtu wenyu ataondoka. So this is so nice happen, but si umshughulikie hata kama anatembea, hata kama anaongea mambo mingi. Take care of that person. Don't think that God ati amemalizana na huyo mtu. Hajamalizana na yeye na huyo mtu. Can you remember the story of Hezekiah in the book of Isaiah 38 verse 1, that Isaiah was sent by God to go and tell Hezekiah that you were about to die. But Hezekiah turned to God and he cried and he told God, please niongezee siku. And I'm telling you, God was there and he listened. The same Isaiah who brought the message came back and told Hezekiah, God added you 15 days. So one thing I want to tell you, whether that person has that mental problem, it doesn't mean that he'll die with the mental problem. No, I have faith, that great faith, that one day those relatives of yours wenye munaona kama hawawezi pona, si mental problem peke yake, even other diseases, I'm telling you, one day they'll get well, they'll get better. You'll give testimony that God has done it. So don't give up on them, please. I don't know what you think about mental problem. It is okay if you have someone with mental problem, haikuangi safari rahisi. Ask me, I'll tell you, it's not an easy journey. Especially like for me, somehow it has been bad, very bad, because I'm not married, I have a son and I have my mother to take care of, and maybe nobody in my family is that concerned about how we live with my mom or anyone, but I do it with the grace of God. Wala inakuambia, there is nothing God cannot do. Wacha nikwambia, there is nothing God cannot do. I never thought we can stay with my mom in the same house. Because mimi sipendi hiyo kelele, but by the grace of God I've lived with my mom today, and I thank God kwa sababu when I went when I took her from home, alikuwa ashaanza kupotea, and she was very bad, in a bad situation, like she was weak, and I cried when I was taking her. I really cried kwa sababu I never expected her to be like that, kwa sababu alikuwa very thin and sijui hata anyway, lakini nililia sana, but I told God, whatever we eat with my son in my house, tutakula na yeye. tukilala njaa, wacha nilale njaa na huyo mzazi akuwa kwa nyumba yangu. That is what I told myself. And I'm telling you, God has been faithful. Okay, there is a period in 2024 yenye tumeenda through a lot, like from January to April, May. Hiyo miezi 5 wangelala ja, but I thank God this far. Sijui Mungu amefanya tu mambo yenye siwezi elewa makubwa sana. So I want to tell you something. If you have someone in your family who is having that mental problem, he's not mentally healthy, please take care of them. Keep playing for them. Keep playing for them. And if when you play, believe. You know, Mark 24, it says, if you believe and desire and play, you will receive what you are praying for. So for me, I've been praying for my mom, for my cousin, and I've gotten some answers through prayers and through many things. God has been talking to me in many ways. And even though there are times I feel niko down, most of the time ni zenye hata nikikuwa down mimi ni yule msee mwenye tukikutana na watu huwezi sema kuna kitu inanibudha, kwa sababu mimi mwenyewe nikiwa na shida, nikutane ukiwa na shida, nitakuongelesha hata we upate nguvu yenye iko ndani yangu, yenye Mungu ameweka ndani yangu. So I want to say this: if you have a relative, any family member with mental problem, usisikie aibu. Don't be ashamed because that person is related to you. Don't be ashamed. It's not a mistake to you kwa sababu it happened. It was out of your control. Take care of those people. Pray for them. Don't quit praying. Don't quit trusting in God kwa sababu of those sick people. Whether they are mentally sick, whether they are any other sickness, whether they are sick with those diseases zenye unasikia sijui cancer, heart problem, kidney, sijui nini, keep praying. I'd let you tell you, don't stop praying, don't stop trusting in God. Keep your faith, keep moving, and let me tell you, one day, just one day, God will help you realize it was the best thing you did to trust in him. Na usiende kutafuta. Unajua, I've realized people are going through problems and they are finding help kwa ati unaenda kwa maombi kwa mahali kuombewa. You cannot even pray for yourself. Don't seek answers from people. Don't seek answers from people ama help from people, like ile msaada ya ati unataka mtu akuambie ati mama yako ni mgonjwa kwa nini. Hapana, do this. Yani, engage yourself with God. Keep playing, like play. Okay, connect yourself to God in a way ati hata yeye Mungu mwenyewe anaweza kukuongelesha kuambie like do this. For me, I've been playing. I've realized that I have been praying so much. Okay, si ati nasema nijigambe, but I've been playing and I've been going for watches, and through going to those watches, there are things God has revealed for me bila hata kwenda kuuliza pastor ni nini inaendelea ama ni nini itaendelea. Kwa hivyo hata wewe jua kujiombea, connect yourself to God, and wacha nikwambie, if you really connect yourself to God, I'm telling you, he'll give you the answers you need, or if it is hearing you need, he'll give you. He'll never put you to shame. Mimi nasemanga Mungu si Mungu wa aibu. No, there is a time a friend of mine aliniambia, kwa sababu nilipitia mambo mengi last year, hiyo 2024 January to hiyo mwezi wa 5. She told me ati kwa nini Mungu anapenda, she said it in Kikuyu, nikigaye dete gukuherithi ogu, but I laughed and I told her Mungu hapendi kunifanya nisafe, but he's taking me through this ndio hata mimi one day I will be able to stand and tell people what God can do. Therefore, sitaki kutoka out of this topic. If you have someone who is mentally ill, please, and I'm repeating, please, don't give up on them. Don't give up on them. Stick with them. Play with them. Love them. Hata kama wako huko kwa balabala, keep playing for them. One day they'll come back to you. One day watakuja kwa nyumba yako, you'll pray with them. God has ways to refrain, okay, to settle someone. God has his way to make you even enjoy the past lost lives. It's his word that says, I will restore whatever was eaten by locusts. So if he says so, I know he can do it. Please, let me repeat it. Please, even if it is not easy, hata kama unasikia you are giving up, don't give up. Stick there. Stick there. Trust in God. Let him drive you. Let you show you the way. Okay, hata kama ni kugumu, kwa sababu wakati mwingine unasikianga, hey God, hii nayo imekuwa too much. Don't give up. Don't give up on those people. Even if they are sick like wameokota makaratasi kwa balabala. I'm telling you, one day God will do something. Hata wewe utashanga, hey, kumbe ulikuwa ufanye hivi. Keep trusting. Keep playing. Don't quit. Don't quit. Mimi kuna that 2013, I felt like I was to quit. Even I was telling my aunt, mimi siombi tena, sitaomba tena kwa sababu ya mama. But I really pray for forgiveness to God because ni penyewe hekima yangu ilikuwa imeka. But even if that was my knowledge, there is God who give another chance. There is a God who give another chance. There is a God who give another chance. And don't let the devil steal, kill, and destroy what you have. Give God the priority and he'll show you the way. Thank you so much for penye uko. If you see this video, please listen. Even if you not get so much in it, just pick something from it and know that God is there for you. Even if utaelewa kila kitu, because there is Kiswahili in there, please don't quit praying. Don't quit trusting in God. So thank you so much for viewing. I know you will view, and God bless you so much. Keep liking and subscribe. You can also share this. Share. You can also share it with friends, and God will bless you. Bye. Love you so much.